All right, we're looking at the second page of the test that we just recently took. Number 5 says a tower 80 meters tall casts a shadow 10 meters long. How long will the shadow of a similar building be if it is 16 meters high? They already gave you the picture. If you would like to color code, you're welcome to. I'm going to color code the height of each building in pink, and then I'll go ahead and color code the shadow in yellow. If you don't want to color code, that's fine. You just need to use labels like height and shadow. I'm going to go ahead and use my pink and my yellow. And then remember, each ratio in your proportion also needs to have a label. And so these are my colors. And then this will be like maybe left and right, or big and small. Big and small seem to be just fine. Okay, so here's my height, or the pink on the big building is 80. The yellow on the big building is 10. The pink on the pink on the small building is 16. And then my X is there. Anytime you can look for shortcuts, that's going to be ideal. And I know that I need to move in this direction. So from 80 to 10, how am I getting there? I'm dividing by 8. So I can take 16 and divide that by 8. And that gives me an answer of 2. X is equal to 2 meters. Letter D. All right, number 6, we did not do very well on, and this is pretty sad because we had exactly this table in our review. The question was something about 5 and under on the review. This one is 11 or older. So 11 and older is 36 and 70. So I would add these together. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 106. 106 people is my part. And remember, any ratio is going to be part over whole. So my part is the 106. Now how do I figure out the whole? Well, that just means I'm adding all of these up together. I did that previously because I remember it from my review. It was 200 people. So my whole is 200. Now it says, what percent of the visitors were 11 or older? We want to know the percent. So I know that I can use what I've got here to make a proportion. This is my is, this is my of, and then it would be percent over 100. Percent is unknown, and it's always going to be using 100. Let's see if this is too bright. Okay, now, always look for shortcuts, but here we go. This is easy because 200 to 100 is dividing by 2. That dividing by 2, 106 divided by 2, 106. 2 goes into 10 5 times. And automatically, like honestly, I don't even have to continue because look at my answer choices. There's only one that's 53%. But if you want, I'll continue. That's a 0, that's a 6. 2 into 6 is 3. So 53% of visitors were 11 or older. Now here's the other thing. If we're comparing 100 to 200, automatically I know I can get rid of a bunch of these answer choices, right? Because 100 people out of 200 people is basically 50%. So I didn't really even have to do this work. It was very much of a common sense question. So think, think, think. All right, moving on to number 7. A scale drawing of a building. Okay, so anytime I see the word scale, I know there's going to be some type of ratio that's beneficial. And we did that we did the paper scale this. And we reminded you that if they're giving you the scale, you use that for every single question. And I think I referenced this one. So anyway, a scale drawing of a building has a width to length ratio of 3 to 4. That means the width is equal to 3, the length is equal to 4. Here's my words to set up my proportion. Then it says which best describes the width. So we're looking for width, meaning that's unknown, of a scale drawing if the length of the drawing is 37. So I have my words of width and length. Width is the word that comes out first, so that 3 belongs to that. Length is 4. I've got my proportions set. Now at this point, I can simplify. Ooh, I don't see a way to simplify. I guess I just have to multiply. Okay. 3 times 37. 21, 9, 10, 11, 111 is equal to 4x. Looking at my answer choices, even if I rounded and I'm dividing by 4, right? If I said this was 100 divided by 4, I would get 25. Looking at my answer choices, this is my guess. My guess it's going to be 27, right? Remember, these are kind of like star questions where if you've got multiple choices, use what you know. I know it's not 111 inches because I'm not finished solving yet, so that's automatically out. But just based on me rounding this to 100, 100 divided by 4 is going to give me 25. Now, because I'm sure you want to know exactly the answer, we have 111 divided by 4. 4 does not go into 1. 4 goes into 11 twice. That's 8. Subtract, that's 3, and that's 1. 4 into 31, 6, 7. 7 is 8. 8 times 4 is, nope, too many. 7 times 28. Uh-oh, I'm noticing a pattern. But I don't even have to keep going, right? Why don't I have to keep going? Well, because my estimated answer was correct. And clearly, it is 27 amounts of times that goes into that 111. So B has to be the correct answer. Okay, I need you guys to do me a real big favor, and I need you to use these answer choices as a means of thinking, well, maybe I can round. Or do I really have to continue doing this division? If I'm looking at my answer choices, I realized, no, I didn't have to.